level 2 pieces of shit to level 3.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit. So it was important to put that there.
Alrighty. So we're just picking right back up where we left last time. And I'll just drag you guys to the map. There we go. So yeah, you guys finally met up at the end of last session, going into the trees, being led by Tobis, as he knew a secret entrance into the desecrated Trenzendare Manor, where hopefully he thinks you guys might be able to deal with these guys once and for all. So, after, you know, the brief introductions of seeing each other after the day spent apart, with the sun just rising over the trees, you walk into the shadowy woods. It doesn't take overly long, but the path is sort of convoluted, perhaps about 20 minutes of walking in, when you reach what appears to be a random outhouse in the woods. And Tobis will basically say, "That's it," just crouching and seeing at it from maybe 20 feet away.
An outhouse?
Yeah, it can't be though. They've been disappearing in there for ages.
Maybe they just have to go to the bathroom for a long time. Like, that happens, especially when you're living out in the middle of the woods.
He'll just kind of look over. He's got like that weak smile on his face, sweating a little bit. It's like, well, maybe, but a lot of them came in, and more came out than I thought, so I doubt they'd fit.
Well, then they're probably just having a bit of fun.
In the bathroom?
Well,
I don't know. You can't define someone else's fun.
I'm sorry. You're right. That was a strong argument there.
he will grimace and just kind of motion for you, and he will basically do a quick crouch scurry run up to the outhouse, back to the wooden wall, and then take a couple breathers. Nothing happens, and so he'll signal you guys over.
So this Tobis, how is he dressed up? What is he carrying? Any weapons or armor or?
He has a short sword and he's wearing his town guard uniform currently.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, we'll just walk over.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go over.
So can we just like open the door?
Yeah.
That's it. Finishing like changing into her gear and stuffing her noble clothes in her bag. If I'm going into an outhouse, this needs to be wrapped up with several layers of cloth and something to just prevent any smell from seeping out.
Maybe you should leave them out here then, in order not to be muddy and dirty and smelly.
Alright, fine. Fair point. I'll stash them beneath the tree or something.
Alright, yeah, you can
later.
stow them.
And so I will just stow them away in like a nearby tree trunk that has like a hollow in the roots or something that can easily just be covered with brush. Still in a bag so that none of the clothing is touching the forest floor or whatever, but...
Yeah, you find a spot, maybe 15 feet away. Alright, you going in?
Yeah, I
Are
guess
you
so.
sure you want to go in with your guard armor on and see who you are? Maybe
What?
you want to cover your face so they don't know who you are.
I'm sorry. He kind of looks down. It's like I didn't think I would be going. And I just. I mean, I can. And he'll just kind of puff up his chest. It's like, yes, absolutely.
Leave the boy alone.
Yeah,
Let's see what.
he's just a
Do
kid.
you
Send
know?
him home.
How to use that sword?
Yes, of course, and you'll draw it.
What we need Tobis for plausible deniability and possibly a distraction should it turn out that the mayor is not inclined to approve of us killing the Red Brands. So we need him to stay outside and alive.
Okay, whatever.
We can handle this.
Oh,
Tobis,
sure.
don't forget, once this is all said and done, the next time I see you, I want to hear whether or not the mayor or the guards have received new orders about the Red Brands.
I'll let you know right away.
Good.
He'll nod his
Be
head.
safe.
Thanks.
a
And he
nice
will go to open the door, and it's locked. But,
Tessa, could you help
Tessa, can you get that?
Yes.
a bit?
I'll do it. Run along. She'll move up to the door and attempt to unlock it.
sure, just thieves' tools check, I guess.
Or...
Nope.
Oh, ow.
That bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're going, you're kind of fiddling with it, and your tool will actually just snap in the key. Full.
This is
Let
what
me
rain
help
does.
with that, and
I was worried about it.
I'm kicking the door.
Please make a strength athletics check.
Yeah, can I
Asa-
help here? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Asa, I have like 7 more lockpicks on this thing. Asa, I have like 7.
Don't worry about that.
So yeah, with advantage.
I'm ready to die.
yeah, go ahead. Coordinated door kick.
So, with half of the pick still in the lock, the door just, it's slammed off its hinges and smashes into the inside of this,
Good
outhouse.
job, Tessa.
Anna, I know you're not especially familiar with the
Listen.
concept known as stealth, but there is such a thing as trying to be quiet. And then there's what you did, which was the reverse of that.
Tessa, I think you loosened it.
Yeah, you listened to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's
should
go
have-
with that. Great job, Tessa.
All of you can walk in front of me, that's all I'm saying.
So, as you kind of haul the door out of the way so you guys can proceed, you can see it's just a pit going straight down with a ladder into
Oh,
darkness.
Shit.
After you, honey.
Yeah,
Can
Anna,
I-
you took such great initiative with the door. Keep going, ride that luck, see how it takes you.
Okay. Question. I wanna light a torch and throw it down, see what's there. Do we wanna do this? Or we go blindly? Because if it's dark I cannot see. Anyway.
Alright,
Is it dark?
Do you want me to go
It's dark
first?
down there.
how about this? I'll light
No,
the
I
way,
can
and
go
all
first.
of you
I can go first.
I can
It's
see
okay.
in the dark.
I can make it so we all don't have to worry. Tessa will snap her fingers 4 times. And 4 little globules of multicolored light just pop up in the air and begin floating down into
Pretty
the ladder.
lights.
Wow.
Oh,
She
this
will
is so
cast
pretty.
dancing lights, which will give it's a very thief style thing because it gives a very low amount of dim light in the area rather than bright light. But plenty
Nice.
to see down the hole.
Can
So
I
she'll just
catch
send.
them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, here you go. Try and catch one, and I'll just send them fluttering around you.
I'm blind.
Oh,
I
really?
did this
So
with the
I'll
cat once.
go.
So,
I'll go climbing down the ladder first then.
alright. With the lights just kind of hovering around you, the ladder goes down about 10 feet, and you can just see a long, dark, carved out hallway leading straight north.
And this was the back door, right?
We should be quiet. I mean, assuming they haven't already heard the door being broken down.
It's a long way. They don't have.
Let's move ahead.
Maybe
Alright.
we go stealthily. What do you want to try, guys? I mean,
Well,
I think we should be stealthy. It certainly can't hurt.
well, Tessa,
Okay.
if you want to scout ahead, I'll have something that's really useful. but probably when we're closer.
Well, let me know. But yes, I think we can continue at least down the passageway. I'm not. Well, can I make a perception check, see if I hear any noises?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
I will
that was
also
fun.
make a perception check. because
yeah,
it's always
me
a
too.
fun time. Me and perception checks are always fun.
25.
Oh,
Whoa!
As usual, I seem to roll either 1s or 20s, but nothing else.
Alright,
I hear nothing.
I hear all.
So the 19, you can hear, there's kind of wind coursing down this hallway, coming from inside towards you. With your 25, you can smell the stench of, there's sweat, there's like almost a little tinge of something rotting. And with a 5, it is very dark in here.
Wonderful. Oh, that's the smell. Alright. Well, I think there's nothing down there, so we may as well continue forward together, not stealthily quite yet, and then try when we're actually closer to the problems.
Okay.
okay then.
But let's be
That's
quiet
good.
a little bit.
Alright,
Yes.
We need-
this is single file, so what's the marching order?
Oh, Lord.
I'll go first.
Okay.
go first. Or do you want me to go in the bathroom to mine?
I can be somewhere in the middle. Doesn't matter.
I can also be somewhere in the middle.
Then I'll go in the bathroom.
Alright.
There we go.
Put the squishies in the middle.
And I can line up the dancing lights in orders. Each one gives a 10-foot radius of dim light, so I can just sort of do like airplane landing lights ahead leading forward into the shaft.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. You travel down this passageway for about 90 feet before your 10-foot radius shows that it's opening out into a larger area. And I will move you now.
This is the part where we start being quiet.
So if everyone wants to give me stealth checks, being sneaky here.
Yep.
Tessa.
Come on. 6. Yeah. 9. Yeah.
Ooh, natural one.
Tessa just fades into the shadows while everyone else is just like clank, clank, stomp, stomp, boom.
Yep. So, as you're walking, in the front, Einar, your foot just kicks a rock that just kind of goes forward. Aisa shifts to the side and rocks crumble down. With Tessa being stealthy, she crouches down and is starting to look around. But Mshari doesn't notice and kind of folds over top of you, letting out a small yelp.
Good job, everyone. Yeah.
I didn't see you stop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we stopped it.
So yeah, there's
We're totally gonna survive this.
there's a cold breeze that's kind of filling this this large natural cavern, and now the faint scent of decaying flesh is a little bit stronger as well. The crevice that's dividing this room is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that are supporting a ceiling about 20 feet high, and there's the 2 arched wooden bridges going down it. As you guys are entering this area, I would like Einar to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, why? 12. I don't like it.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, okay. So this, for a brief second, you can feel like there's this strange, twisted presence that's starting probing the edges of your mind, but then you're able to shrug it off with great effort.
Oh shoot.
Kind of shake your head. It was very disturbing.
And
Ooh.
what was that?
I don't know, but someone's here with us, guys.
Oh, shit.
I
Alright,
want to get
Spencer.
behind this column and like see, hear anything? I see anyone?
Tessa, do you want to go scout out ahead?
I can go scout out ahead. What are you suggesting?
This will help, and Mashari will reach out and cast invisibility on Tessa.
Where did Tessa go? Tessa?
So Tessa vanishes from sight. Let's see if I got a good
Weird.
thing for that.
I can't see you. Go.
Tessa?
It's okay. He's invisible. I made her invisible. I did a great job. Go.
Just
So as you're walking, and Einar, you can hear this as well. There's this weird shuffling sound from behind the pillar, and as Tessa moves around, it comes into view.
Ugh.
oh sweet.
I
love it.
I see that. I draw my shield and my longsword just to be ready.
Can it see me? Is it reacting to me shuffling quietly around the pillar?
I should
I had a
actually look
19
that
in
up.
stealth, and now I cannot see, and now I am invisible.
Yes, I was a fool and closed its sheet. 1 second. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, it shifts its gaze and looks directly at you.
Fuck, I shouldn't have used this spell now. Damn it, that's
I
always
had a
my spell slot.
It's never a good idea to try and hide from something that has an eyeball most of its face.
And as it kind of sees you come over, it kind of lowers itself into a crouch, and in your mind you can hear, "You food not here. Why not supposed to be here? Food."
Hate it. Hate it. Hate it a lot.
And this just echoes in all of your minds.
Yeah, let's kill it.
Yeah, that's a...
Alright, if you
Yeah,
want
be
to be aggressive, we can roll for initiative.
Tessa's too grossed out to try diplomacy.
I know, me too. Oh,
This thing's too ugly to talk to.
what is it?
Okay.
13.
do the same.
Man, that was a waste of a spell. That's so sad.
Initiative 9.
Unless you go on ahead.
At least we're all going before it.
That's true.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Hmm.
Wonderful. Asa, hearing this foul echoing voice in your head, and just by the party's general reactions, you can get a sense of where it is.
I do have the dancing lights floating around in this area, so she should be able to vaguely see it.
Mm-hmm. And they're multicolored, so it's shafting it's creating shafts of weird, technicolored whites that are dancing on each area.
It's like a disco rave alien monster. It's something.
Yeah, it just keeps getting better and better.
The end of Men in Black.
Sure, it's a horrific eyeball thing, but it's got moves, so there's that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to go over here?
Yeah, you'll be right on the edge. Since... Yeah, I'll let you do that, yeah.
And I want to try to hit him.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
That will not hit, so you quickly run out and around behind this shriveled, disgusting thing. And as you make a slash out at it, the head just kind of ducks under, and it turns towards you, rotating more than you think it should.
Okay. So that's it for me. For now.
Alright. Thessaly.
Okay. I'm gonna just hop up here and say, ugh, and just try and stab it with my short sword with a sneak attack.
Yep, you have an ally.
$20.
That will hit.
Sorry. I forgot to add the sneak attack mod thing, but I'll add another 2d6 to that.
Okay.
So 13 points of damage.
Alright, your blade strikes true and you hit the side of its torso, and as it kind of flicks out, there's a small spray of blood, and it just kind of, and in your minds you each hear this high-pitched, like whispered scream.
You are truly abhorrent, and I will use my bonus action to disengage and move all the way back here.
Yeah.
Bye, Tessa.
It's been fun.
Are you still invisible, by the way?
No, she's not.
Oh,
I attacked.
okay.
Yeah, now that you attacked, the invisibility goes away.
It didn't seem to be doing much, and Tessa has genuinely no idea how this spell works. She's like, okay, I've got 5 seconds of invisibility. Can't waste this.
Sorry.
Mashari looks very disappointed.
Mashari.
How high is this pillar right here?
It goes all the way to the 20-foot ceiling above you.
Never mind. How wide is this ledge, like right here?
That would be about 3 feet.
Oh. Okay. She's gonna head up next to here, next to Asa.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna pull out Deep Delver.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, let's do this. 9. You're scary.
So, with like the panic in you, and as you go to thrust with this sword, the form of the blade seems to just shift and dip, and it misses the target entirely.
Huh. Why? God, Deep Delver, what are you doing? Okay.
It looks like it turned to liquid for a second before realizing it's a blade.
We practiced last year, don't worry.
Oh no. Alright, she's good. I don't think I have any bonus action things
Alright.
at the moment.
Inar.
Okay, I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to attack it with my greatsword
Alrighty.
for 11.
And that, as well, is not going to hit. As you swing out with the greatsword, it just drops to all fours and skitters back a half step.
Just perfect.
Alright, it's doing a lot of dodging. It is a slippery foe. As it goes around to its turn in the initiative, it will basically scream out in your minds, saying, "No, no, promised food, why pain?" And it will go and slash out at you, Einar.
With disadvantage.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. And it has disadvantage. Wow. So I got good rolls. So with disadvantage, that's a 20.
Oh, jeez.
It hits.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
and then it will turn to you, Aisa, and slash out with you with its second claw attack.
Okay.
Just kind of leaping up and latching onto your shield before slashing out for a 15.
That doesn't hit.
Alright, so as it's climbing on your shield, you just bash it away.
I don't like this thing. Can we please go?
Alright, Aisa, your turn.
I'm kind of shoved in this corner here.
Oh, you brought it on yourself.
Okay. Can I talk to it? Is it a free action?
Yeah, you can talk to it.
Food? You want food?
Food!
And I want to reach my backpack and take out one ratio and give it to him. Like, yeah.
Alright. You make a, Cause you're in combat, make a contested persuasion check.
Then,
Alright, 1 second.
why did I hate us in this game?
Yeah.
And love me randomly? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make my GM rolls visible just so you can see how ridiculous this is. So, it will look at it, and for a moment, its giant eyes just focus directly upon it. But then, as it goes to take a step forward, it kind of collapses in on itself slightly from the wound it took earlier, and then it just kind of snaps out of it and says, in your mind, "Your food," and it will prepare to attack.
Okay.
Oh, we're food. It
Now
wants
I
to
get
eat
it.
us. Okay. Oh, bad. Bad. Okay.
I think that was my action, right?
Yeah. Well,
uh,
you wanted just to talk as a free action, so I think I'm just gonna retcon that so that flow of combat can go better. So yeah, you can also make that full action now if you wish.
Okay. So then I try to attack it again since I see that doesn't work.
All right.
Oh,
Double nat 20s. Roll your damage.
It's 6 plus 1 and 10 plus. Oh, it's 6 plus 1, 7 damage.
All right.
And I use. This on Einar, so he can get 9 hit points temporarily.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Temporary.
Those are those last until your next short rest or something, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you got 9 temporary hit points, and I have no idea how to apply this on Roll20.
just like your health, and it goes like a little bit beyond your health bar. So like, if I gave myself
I
40
put it.
points.
I've put it on the red circle. On my token on
Oh, yep.
temporary hit points underneath the HP.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Actually, is that bar 3?
And that's it.
There we go. There, I'll just add an extra bar on there. That'll go through away first.
Yep.
All right. So Tessa.
I don't have line of sight on the creature, right?
No.
Yeah, okay, cool. So then I will hide as my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's stealth contested by its perception. Well, if it can make a perception, if it can't see me, I don't know. Ah, fuck. Alright, never mind.
That does not work.
Yeah, it does not work. Okay, she will just move up here. How does the bridge look in terms of stability?
It seems old but stable.
Alright, she will step on the bridge and fire her crossbow at it.
Alright.
So, sneak attack, but not advantage. 18.
That'll still hit.
Or 14 points of piercing damage.
Oof. So as it's turning and kind of flailing about, you get right at the base of the neck and the back, and it just kind of goes stiff for a second, and then it's just kind of shakes it off. It's like, and another piercing scream goes through your guys' heads.
You are an entirely unpleasant creature, and I will use the rest of my movement to hop behind this pillar.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Mashari.
Alright, come on, Deep Delver. Just please stay a sword for 5 minutes, and she'll stab at the thing. 9.
It is not following your whim. It seems like all you're holding is a hilt for a second.
Oh, come on.
And then it just kind of reforms, and in your mind, you hear the voice of Deep Delver, basically saying, it's like, I'm helping.
Yes, but if you hold your shape a little bit better, I'll give you some gold coins tonight. I know you like those.
It seems appeased, but you're very uncertain what it will do.
Yeah, I know, but that's it then. There's nothing left.
Alright, Enar.
Yep, let's go for another attack. Let's go for a reckless attack.
Alright.
Nice.
I didn't have to.
24.
And that's 9.
Alright. As it's flailing about and you swing down with your greatsword, you actually cut off one of its arms. And it will just stagger, and again, another scream as blood just starts pouring out the side. It is very injured.
Ow, why do you scream?
Well, we are killing it.
Yeah, but...
So we're going up to its turn now. And it is shivering and holding the stump there that used to be its arm. Basically, let me close this. This is too big. It'll take a half step back this way, and it will try to fix its gaze upon you, Enar.
Can I
Yep.
make an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you can.
Is
that's
that
all
still
3 of us.
reckless?
You and Mashari get it, because she's still in the range of Asa.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, 22.
Alright.
Yeah, you got damage, man. 14. Whoa.
5.
Alright. So, your blade strikes out, and Mashari, your blade coalesces as you thrust, and as it's taking a step back, you can see that there's like these weird sparkles that are going around its eye as it's focusing, but you both just pierce it directly in the chest, and it falls backwards into the gully, dead.
Mashari kind of goes towards the edge and peers down. How far is that drop?
I think that is 10 feet? Let me look it up.
Is it sloped or is it a hard drop?
It's large natural cavern.
Is the Mediner kind of just like down on her stomach right now, peering down there?
Yeah, yeah, it's... Wow, okay. The crevice ranges anywhere from 5 to 10 feet wide, and it goes down 20 feet.
Oh.
But it is sloped to the point where, and there is enough rough handholds that you would be able to pull yourself up or down it. It's just a long ways.
I wanted to go see it. Too bad it fell down there.
Why do you want to?
I don't know what it is. I want to figure out what it is.
Disturbing.
It's the guy
It
who-
was.
Yeah.
Let's. I hope it's mental screaming didn't alert anyone else. Let's just keep moving. This is
Oh.
gross.
Well, is there any paths down this way or this way?
Yeah, so I'll
Or
open up your
Kidding.
visibility.
Is there any point of stealthing again, or...
Oh.
Ooh.
Uh,
So is this going up or down?
That's going down.
Oh.
Let's go this way first.
Why? We're not. When we entered the back door,
we want to
where was the mansion?
Oh,
In
next week, on a hill.
was it above us, below us, in a light, in front of us? I mean.
Yeah, you were pretty much south of the manor up on the hill, of the Trenzendale Manor, from where the outhouse was, and you have traveled
higher up than
about.
us, right?
Sorry,
It was higher up than us, right?
it was higher up than us,
Yeah.
than you, and you've
So
traveled
we're
about
not
100
down.
feet in that direction, which puts you more or less near the foundations of that building.
No, we don't want to go
We
down.
must go up. Yeah.
Yep.
But what if there's something really cool down there? We should go.
Then we
Oh,
can
we
go
can-
see it on when we're done and not worried about things above us coming down to kill us while we're looking.
I
What
hate
if
it
we
right
don't
there.
come
I
back?
hate it.
But what if we don't come
Feel
back?
different.
What if we don't come back? Get over
Why
it.
why won't we come back?
I mean, like we'll have other things to do, but I want to. Okay.
Mashara, you can
I
always go
thought
see
the
it on
plan
your
was.
own.
I thought the plan was easily we go in, we kill everyone, we come back and loot the place.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
of
not
course we'll come
complicated.
back.
Okay. Just
Also,
it's just
what?
it's good to poke all the corners.
Yes, all right, but perhaps before you concern yourself with that, you should concern yourself with your sword that isn't doing a very good job of being a sword. It's one thing that you don't know how to wield it. If it doesn't know how to wield it, that's a separate problem.
It hit that last time. I don't have any other
I do
weapons.
hate to break it to you, but 1 out of 3 is not good.
I don't have any other weapons.
Oh, let her be. I'll help you next time, Tessa. Sorry, Masari.
Alright, I guess.
You can get used to it. Don't worry.
Deep
I
Delver
guess
will
we
give
go
you
back
some
down.
reassurance.
And she'll look at her sword and go, "Thank you," and then she'd hurt.
Oh boy. Alright, well, we should look for a way up. We can come back to the way down later.
Can I go see
Yeah.
what's over here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
let's
there
move
another
forward.
way?
So, continuing to
Let's
look
gonna
this
stealth
way.
and poke our way around down here for a second.
Let's unveil the rest of this. And this, actually. This opens up into, actually worked stone.
I'll go here then.
Tessa's gonna stealth and poke her head around this corner since she doesn't know if it's leading up or down.
Yeah, I said you go left, I go right.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright,
Damn, terrible rolls to play.
You just cannot stealth today.
here, I'll open up this view.
Still did the most damage though in the fight, so you know, it all evens out.
And
Nothing but a very suspicious dead end.
so, following Enar in the north chamber, you can see that, yeah, this is in the north end of a large natural cavern. It's been finished with dressed stone blocks and a flagstone floor. There are several barrels stored against the wall here, several empty crates. Then there is an assortment of hammers, pry bars, and nails all on there. And other than its kind of weird shape, that's all that is apparent right now.
Oh, it's dead end. Can I quickly look if there's anything else? In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
piles and the crates?
You can make an investigation check for the room.
9.
Great.
Within the crates, you're mostly just finding straw packing, and there's some fresh foodstuffs, but that's about it.
Okay, I'll grab an apple, start eating it, and go outside with the other. Okay, I found nothing. Okay.
See, as everyone kind of went their own ways, Mashari very briefly started to follow Tessa, but then she's already creeped back towards the stairs, and she's going down the first few steps
Alright,
and looking.
And
Great.
Tessa is investigating the dead end she seems to have found over here.
Over here.
alright, make an investigation check, Tessa.
24.
Okay, yeah, there
As
is
I
a
said,
very
I have a
obvious
little
secret
1 through 20.
door.
I figured as much. Do I see any sort of triggering mechanism?
Yeah, it seems like it wasn't supposed to be found from this side, and so there's actually a very obvious triggering mechanism that you can just flip. And it will swing open like a regular door.
Tessa is going to try and stealth again, because that door made a lot of noise, so as soon as it's just going to, like, against the wall.
Okay, roll stealth. Shari, if you're going to look around there, and you guys are all going different ways, I'm just going to have everyone roll initiative so I can keep everyone in order.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This is the definition of a bad idea.
The 4.
Yay.
That's a 6.
19.
Alright.
We're being the worst party ever right now.
Issa, you can go. So you're exploring that hallway? I will
Yeah.
unveil it for you. It goes to a dead end with a door on either side.
Oh. It goes down, right?
Yeah, it descends.
I poke my head out and I see no one except Aiden. And then
Yeah, I'm spitting the core of an apple to the monster we just killed.
where are the others?
Uh,
Never mind.
over
It's
there?
not down here.
Who?
I'm
Where?
just going
Where did
to
you find?
check some doors. And I'm going to check the doors.
Which door are you going to check?
Let's go with this one first.
Alright, it is unlocked, and you can open it. And that will unveil a large room with some friendly faces.
Oh,
So I'm just going to quickly add them to the initiative.
cool,
Okay.
cool.
But you would get a surprise round on them.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Tessa's just going to be completely oblivious about this entire situation.
Oh. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, bottom of the initiative.
Quick
Okay.
far away, she might hear it.
Oh, don't worry, you'll hear it.
I will go in and say, "Oh, hi." I'm quickly attack this one.
That guy will say, "What in the?" before your attack starts. So feel free.
Then
Ooh.
no.
No.
Are they
Sorry.
still sitting down? Are they considered prone?
They are not considered prone. They were previously sitting, but have quickly gotten to their feet.
Nah.
And then I try to push him
Okay.
5 feet away to the wall.
All right. That is a dex save, I believe. I believe so.
I don't know. Do you want strength from me?
No, I don't think you need to do strength. I think they just need to make a dex save.
Okay.
Isn't it strength or dex?
I'm just reading the feat. I'm trying to figure this out. Or it's the shoving mechanics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like to shove.
Sorry, give me a quick second.
Yeah, okay.
You make a strength
Athletics check contested.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you would have to make a roll.
Athletics or strength?
Athletics.
You make strength, the opponent chooses.
Well,
I already rolled the relevant stat, so you win.
Oh, yes.
And he gets shoved back against the wall, and his chair just gets knocked over behind him.
okay, left.
All right.
You get to go again anyway.
Yeah.
And
Anar gets a surprise round because I was keeping you guys together, so you could charge in once you see your wife starting to attack.
Okay, so I want to attack this round. Can I get a free action of yelling at the other two?
Yeah, you could do that.
Hey. Okay, so I'm shouting at them, girls, over here, we found them. And charge in. Okay, how am I gonna get in?
Oh, you can pass them.
You can pass through friendly squares.
Oh, okay. So I'm moving here. I'm using a bonus action to rage, and I'm attacking this one.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you doing your typical rage thing of like shouting and angry stuff?
Oh, now it's different. Now, as soon as I rage, like the air around Einar starts to like wave, like some aura around him appears. And as soon as I attack the one, this one, the ghosts of my ancestor come also and attack him.
That is very cool.
Yeah. And with an 18,
That will hit.
give me that 12 damage.
You deal a mighty blow and cut him across the chest. He reels back. Is still breathing, but ouch. And your ancestors get some kind of attack from your aura?
No, the ancestors give him disadvantage. Well, whatever. Let me put it at... No, this one.
Okay.
Oh, cool! It's like a forcible aggro draw. If they try and go after
Yes.
anyone who isn't you, they're doomed.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's disadvantage on any roll against you.
Again, well,
Yeah,
it's
and they
still
have
disadvantage.
resistance. And the target has
so
resistance.
attacking Einar is fine, but attacking anyone who isn't Einar is...
Bad idea.
Yeah, they have advantage. And my ally has resistance the damage.
Wonderful. Alright, the spectral forms of men from the north and ages past just appear around this guy, and their weapons are held at ready, giving him no option but to look at you.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you're silent enough, you can hear the whole...
That was just a surprise round, so it goes back up to Asa.
So I'm hitting the one in front of me.
Alright.
Uh, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. For 11 damage.
Yeah. I can tell you, he goes down from that hit.
Oh, okay.
He just crumples underneath your blade.
Okay, then never mind. Oh no, wait. Give me one sec.
push the dead body away?
Yeah.
Just fling it.
Just to make room for us to work with.
Okay, now that's it for me. And I'm going to step on him and get in front of the other one.
Alright. Inar.
The table is between us. Can I reach this this one?
You would have to move there unless you have a reach weapon. It's difficult terrain to climb over it.
Oh.
So you could definitely just hop on top and go after him.
Yeah, but then will I be in some kind of disadvantage?
No, you could slash
Position.
him.
Oh, okay.
It'd be attack opportunity though. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No,
It's
no,
not his
he's
fault.
not
it's
leaving the
not.
aggro range.
You're right.
Okay then.
And
I'm hopping on the table.
You could say that you have the advantage since you have the high ground. Anyways.
I'm attacking him recklessly
Alright.
with 12.
That does not hit.
Oh.
So as you leap up and strike down, this guy raises a shield and just manages to catch your blade.
Okay then.
Okay, yeah. And that's everything?
Yeah, I cannot do anything else.
Alright, Tessa, give me a perception check real quick.
Sure. That's... Perception. 17.
You will hear the faint sound of your ally shouting something.
That's how the girls come over here. We found them.
Fine. Alright, I will move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, corners. I'll use my bonus action to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Mashari. You weren't supposed to go down here. Use my action to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I know, but there's always this, oh, you're in my way. Okay.
Just run right on by.
90 feet per turn. I can book it.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice.
So I'm just going to...
Isn't it nice when you can run?
God, it's so nice. Fane can't move. He just stands there. It's so nice to be able to move.
Alright, Mashari, I mean, that's my own name. Tessa, excuse me. And she'll go past Tessa into the room. And, oh, okay, she'll duck off to the side here and fire off a Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Alright, make your attack roll.
As his, Anar's sword is in his shield. Okay, let's go. 10.
The blast goes, and, it just clips the wall. Just...
Because she didn't use her finger, she actually brought out Deep Delver and, like, tried to point her and fire, and then it just... She's not used to the extra 3 feet her rapier is.
So, as you went and pointed with your rapier, the Eldritch Blast seemed to spiral around the blade for a second, and it's just like, what? And then, as the blast went, your angle was totally off.
Oh no! Sorry!
This is the definition of a disaster.
She's done.
We can do it.
Oh no, I'm sure you two can. You're not the disaster.
I was talking about all 4 of us. Woman. Sorry, I have to get used to it.
So, after that, Tessa, you hear the creaking of the door behind you, and stepping
no.
out, you see a short goblin who looks at you and goes, "Eh!" and just faints.
Should I be offended? I don't know what to do with that.
And then behind you, you can hear, Droop, what's that? So I'm going to add these guys to our initiative as well.
Oh god.
Wonderful. I know.
Well, we brought that to ourselves, so
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Lord.
This is a fine pickle you've gotten yourself into.
We're not even in the manor yet.
I mean, we sort of are.
Okay, to be fair, when they were describing where the hideout was, it was always as below the manor, so.
Yeah, we're doing alright. The manor is a ruin anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, we go up there, I'm just like, we'll have to go to the 3rd floor. Oh, there's no staircase.
So these ruffians around the table will basically all look at each other and try to all attack Einar at once. They got you outnumbered, so they are going
Advantage, don't
They
they?
all have advantage.
because of
me.
reckless attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
I give him disadvantage, so it's the...
that's as a reaction for the first attack.
Yeah, for the first attack, so...
All right, just gonna swing here. So disadvantage, I am rolling amazingly well. It's still a 19.
Oh man.
So he is going to hit for 8, cut in half.
So 4.
All right. The next
They should have
guy,
temporary hit points.
the guy over here will make a swing at you as well.
With a
Critting and dealing 8 damage. Will roll also another 4.
another 4. There goes my
And-
temporary HP.
The last guy will swing at you with his sword. For a 6. So the chair that had collapsed in front of him, he swings and the hilt just smacks into it and just does no damage whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So that actually goes back up around to the bugbear's turn.
Woohoo!
Back there.
So Tessa, coming out of this room, you can see a very large bugbear just stands. Whoops, I should probably not do that. Stands over the unconscious form of Droop, and say, "You hurt Droop?
No,
Come on,
I
boys!"
did.
Who's Drew?
We got a goblin and a big. We have a goblin and a bugbear over here, and all in case you didn't have enough friends over there.
Oh no!
This is why we don't go downstairs, Mashari.
I wasn't the one who started this!
No, but you damn well better be the one to finish it.
Alright, I just gotta keep all these things open because I have a bad habit of closing them.
Don't forget you can just minimize them if you want.
Yes, I've been meaning to do that. I just want to check this real quick. Alright, okay. So this guy will go up to you and raise a morning star above his head and try to smash it down on you. For a 20 to hit.
20 total?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that'll hit.
That is going to be 11 piercing damage.
I am already almost unconscious.
Get out of there.
Ow.
Droop, you're too weak. These break easy. And they will go up to Ace's turn.
Okay, so I tried to hit the one in front of me.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to try and shove him.
Okay, you can try and shove him. And you will succeed.
Oh.
Okay. And
Shove him back here.
yeah, around
Okay.
there. And move. Can I move where Tessa is? No, right?
There's a door there that is open from after Mashari went through it.
Yeah. Can I
You
go
can't-
over here? No, I can't. Turn
You
there.
can move there. You cannot end your turn in Tessa's space. I think.
Like, you can come over here, you just can't get between her and the bugbear yet.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Ow. Theoretically.
Okay, then use my second wind, I think. What's it called?
Yep, and
Action search. Yeah.
action search.
Yeah. And I move back here and try to hit him.
All right. Make your attack.
Nice.
That will definitely hit.
Yes.
For 5 passing.
All right. Your blade whips out and cuts him. Nice red line across his chest. He screams, voice echoing in the room.
Is he dead?
He is hurt.
He's hurt, but not dead.
No.
Okay, then I use the distracting strike.
All right.
I want to add 8 more to the damage.
Ooh, lovely.
And if he's not dead,
He is not dead. He is very close, though.
Okay, and he's distracted, and the next attack roll against this target gets advantage.
All right.
Nice.
That's it.
There we go. So now we'll go down to Enar.
Kill them, husband.
Yeah, I got you covered, babe. And I will attack him with advantage. That is 16.
All right, 16 will hit. Which one are you attacking?
This one.
All right. 16 for 7 damage.
9.
9
For
damage.
9.
Yeah, your blade sinks deep, kind of parting the top half of his body.
Ugh.
He dead.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
He dead?
He is dead. There's a gargling scream that is cut short.
Okay. Okay then. I will jump down here
Yep.
and end my turn there.
All right.
What's no?
So yeah, as you had made an attack, the ancestral guardians shifted around you, but now they're just in formation, kind of flanking you, in ready poses.
Hmm.
All right, Tessa.
Ah, God, you're ugly, but fuck this. Bonus action's just gonna Mashari, out of the way, and just duck by her.
Yep. 1 second,
Move.
disengage.
Here, and as she keeps moving, she's just gonna aim her hand crossbow and shoot at this guy right here.
All right. Crit.
Nice.
Ooh.
For 31 points of damage.
What the fuck?
Your arrow goes through his eye and pins him to the wall.
I'm hurt, I'm angry, and anyone I don't like left in this room in the next 10 seconds is going to die horribly. And I keep moving.
You one-shot him.
And that was 2 steps, 3, 4, 5, and I just finish my movement, end here, and then just slam the door behind me and go.
Bye, Tessa!
That's her turn. Swoops in, pain, one shot, leaves.
Mashari!
Oh, wow. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. And she'll put herself about right here and fire off. Again, this time she's going to try and use Deep Delver and do an Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Bing! 16!
Yes, so the energies coalesce around Deep Delver, and acting as a conduit, a giant beam of Eldritch energy strikes out and hits your target.
7 force damage.
It blasts him directly in the chest, and he staggers back. Yeah, solid hit.
So holy shit, I've already gotten 3 nat 20s and we've been playing for like an hour.
Okay, I got this. And she'll return there.
Okay. As you're holding Deep Delver, it seems like a lot of the Eldritch energy is still kind of hovering around your blade.
Okay. And she's like holding it out in front of her, like ready.
Cool. This last ruffian, is back against the wall, surrounded. There's blood, like, kind of dribbling down the side of his mouth, and he's just gritting his teeth, and he's breathing, and he's trying. You can see his eyes are darting to find a way out. And let's see real quick. His eyes just kind of grow dull and resolute, and with his sword out, he will slash out at the person in front of him, who's going to be Aisa. Sorry, one second. He will not hit you. So he swings, and you just deflect his blow easily.
Come on, try again.
Wanna use my reaction for the Sentinel feat to attack him?
Okay. It's when they attack someone else, right? Other than you. Yep, yeah, you can make a melee attack.
Okay. Where is it? Here. Yeah. 9.
So as his blade is kind of going to the side and gets knocked out of the way, you just plant your sword in the table in front of him and just kind of lock eyes. That is it for that.
Dude, wrong move, dude. Wrong move.
Yeah, turn around, baby. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, Mashari, from behind you, you can hear a gruff voice saying, "Get back here, you little!" And coming through the door is a giant bugbear.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. I was watching him. Oh god.
Whoa!
He'll look down at you and say, "Move!" and will swing with his weapon.
Okay.
So the Morning Star descends for a 19 to hit.
That is.
For a crippling 15 piercing damage.
Oh,
What the fuck?
he's gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
Alright.
Oh, man.
It's like exploding with fire.
And he needs to make a dex save, if I'm correct?
Yes.
Alright. You didn't get a taste of the last bugbear, you kind of all killed him beforehand, so...
Yes.
Vengeance. Ooh, so he fails his dex save, so he will take all of that.
Yeah, 10 points of fire damage. And she explodes with flames.
So, his form, as it just swung down, is just encased in this giant, just burst of fire. And he will howl in pain, and the smell of singed fur will waft into the air.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. That was my reaction.
All right. There we go.
That did not do a lot of damage. That's very sad.
Mm.
All those rolls were below 5.
So it is Ace's turn then.
Ooh, okay. So, I'm going to try and keep this one.
Yep.
For 12.
Wait, is there another bugbear?
Yeah.
Oh.
So a 12 will not connect. With the desperate blood, and he's just super finicky, he's just trying to bolt, and his frantic movements make him unpredictable.
Okay, then I would tell Einar you got him, right?
Of course I got him.
And I'm gonna... I'm gonna move here. And tell Masari to leave. And that's my turn.
All right. Inar.
Okay, I'm going to this one and I'm attacking him recklessly. For a
Crit. Critical hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah. So
17?
17. Yeah, 17.
So you pick your sword back up off the table. Seeing an opening, he'll try to bolt across, and you just cut down, and he moves no more.
You died.
All right.
And
So before you turn around, you can see your ancestral guardians turn and look towards a foe behind you.
oh, so I'm going to move over here and Mashari, get behind us.
I
Give
don't know if
some-
I can.
Where is Tessa, by the way?
Behind a closed door.
Moved in, murdered, left.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Tessa.
Tessa, I'm gonna use bonus action to hide while still behind the closed door.
All right.
12.
Okay. You are sneaking.
And I will poke my head out, and I would just like poke my head out, like see what the situation is. The room is. Oh, good, bad.
Ugly.
Step over here, fire at the bugbear.
All right.
Am I hidden from it?
You got a 12? Let me just check something real quick.
I think as long as it's higher than its passive perception. in this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, that's all I'm caring about right now. Yeah, you are hidden from it. It is caught up in the
Alright.
fervor of battle.
So advantage 24.
Oh, yeah.
11 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty.
And
The bolt will bury itself in its chest, and the smoke from the fire just kind of billows around it.
And I will hop right back behind the door and close it.
Lovely.
That's my turn.
Mashari.
Okay.
He's looking quite hurt, but still he is right in front of you with a giant morning star.
Okay, I'm gonna back up. She's gonna disengage.
All right.
And back up here. And that's pretty much all she can do.
All right.
Because she cannot afford to get hit again by the bugbear at all.
I know what that feels like.
I'm at 9 hit points.
I'm at 7.
We're the squishy ones.
I'm a really, really squishy one. Plus 0 con mod.
I'm starting on 28.
So the ruffians are out of the initiative. This bugbear just howling with rage will strike out at the first person it sees, who is Einar.
With disadvantage.
With advantage because I'm...
With advantage because of the reckless.
Yeah.
Disadvantage from me, so it's...
Just a regular hit. Alright.
Yeah.
That would be an 11.
Yes.
Oh no.
So he swings down, and you just shift to the side, and smashes into the ground.
Smashes into my shield.
Yeah.
And then his buddy will push past him, to get out here.
Oh.
And will swing at, the lady friend. For a crit. Of course a crit.
Oh.
Natural 20 for, that is 17 points of damage.
Oh, that could have been way worse. That could have been way worse.
Okay.
After we finish this fight, who's in favor of a short rest?
Yay!
I don't want to use my reaction to attack him, since he attacked, Asa. For 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
And 13 points of damage.
You cut deep into the flesh of this guy. He can't just laugh that off.
Oh shit.
It's not in this edition, but you'd say he's bloodied.
Nice.
Great. And now it goes to Asa. Or Asa. I'm bad at pronouncing that.
I try. That's the spirit. I try to hit the one in front of me that hit me.
Yep.
Let's see if you like that. And critical miss.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Mm-hmm.
So as you swing, he will just reach out with his spare hand and try to grab the blade from you. So contested strength check.
Ooh.
Oh.
He can still roll back.
Okay. What's your strength modifier?
What?
What is your strength modifier? He also got a 9.
It's +3.
+3. Okay, his is a +2, so it is a struggle. And it is a back and forth for a second as he tries to wrench the blade out of your hand. But perhaps more with luck than anything else, you manage to hold on to your weapon.
It's mine. Leave it alone. And I use my bonus action to use second wind. Do you get 2 points? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 2 plus my fighter level, so it's 5 points.
You can do that.
Okay, and I'm done.
Alright, Einar.
Yeah, seeing him, fighting with Asa, I'm attacking him
Yep.
recklessly. 24
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 11.
You deal a crippling blow. Both of them seem to be teetering.
Is he down?
He is not down. but both are very close.
Okay.
And that's your turn?
Uh,
Or is there anything else you'd like to do?
no, that's it.
Alright. Then Tessa.
And so Tessa's gonna. They look both really badly hurt.
Oh yeah.
Okay, she's gonna bonus action hide. Natural one. I really can't roll anything in between.
No.
No, you cannot.
No. So, as you're trying to hide here, you misplace your footing and you just kind of slam into the door.
Alright, I will just step through, and... Yeah, well, I'm just gonna step through, spot the bugbear behind the bugbear in front. You! And move over here and shoot at it.
Okay, yeah. You can get a shot from there.
19.
That'll hit.
Or 11 more points of piercing damage.
He will go down with a bolt in his neck.
That is what you get for touching me. And she will spend the rest of her turn, whoop, just move in here, next to Mashari.
Alright. As his compatriot goes down, the bugbear will go, "No!" And he's very mad. Mashari.
Okay. Point Phandelver and Eldritch Blast.
Please don't hit me.
17.
That'll hit.
9 force damage.
So as this blast hits him, it actually lifts him off his feet and slams him into the far wall where he crumples.
Oh, that was excessive. Phandelver, you didn't need to do it that dramatically.
It will just shimmer and kind of coalesce into a blade.
Oh, you'll tuck it away.
Good job, guys.
Tessa is immediately upon seeing the bugbears moving by, she'll just literally kick both corpses in the head as she moves past them. And straight for the unconscious, the goblin she saw faint earlier, just tears the weapons off of its body, grabs it by its hair, and drags it into the room.
It is unconscious the entire time.
Why did it fall? What?
What? Where did it fall?
This little idiot fainted when it saw me. Why don't we interrogate it for what's actually down here with us?
Okay, let's tie him into a chair this time.
Sure. If
I'm
someone
leaving
else wants
you,
to
Tessa.
take... I'm angry, so someone else should probably take point on the interrogation.
I did a good job last time.
Oh,
Wonderful,
yes, you
you
did.
can go again.
Okay. But while we wait for the goblin to wake up, though, Mashari's gonna go shuffling around in people's pockets, mostly looking for anything that could heal them.
Tessa's gonna also more or less do the same, or at least keep an eye on things.
Do they have any well
Can
weapons?
we tie him up first, guys?
Yeah, Tessa's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
focus
yeah.
primarily on tying up the goblin.
Yeah. So you can just do either sleight of hand or intelligence.
And then
20
can I
for
do
sleight of hand.
Yeah.
can I
You
do
time up good.
investigation?
Absolutely do an investigation.
4. This is my existence, man.
And was this looking at the people, or what was this for?
Yeah, I was checking their pockets and I was like checking their pockets and shit.
They are wearing armor. They have shields and swords. They have red scarves on.
Man, they don't have anything.
Oh, they have shields. You said?
Yes. Yeah. Each of them is equipped with a small round shield.
Can I take one shield?
Absolutely. One of which has a notch in it from where it caught your blade.
I will not take a damaged one.
Yeah.
Please.
What about
Do they
the
have-
bugbears, though? She's gonna wander over, especially to the bugbear she slammed against a wall.
All right. So you go check out this bugbear, and they have the giant morning star that they have been wielding. Are they wearing? Let's see here. they have a hide armor, just kind of a meal piece. And they are very big, very hairy, and that one is not the one that was singed. They have a crude shield as well. That
Any pouches or belts or anything with pockets?
yeah, actually, in a pouch, you can find what appears to be several necklaces with giant, like, incisor fangs on them.
Oh.
In what?
Like a giant fang that had been ripped out of something.
Okay.
Well,
Can I go check the other room over here? Just to see if there's anyone else?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I wanted to ask, the shields, do they have like a symbol on them that if someone sees the shield, they know it's from the red branch, or is that a mundane shield?
It's a standard shield. It doesn't seem to be marked with their company insignia.
Okay. Sweet.
This seems to be, Issa, this seems to be just a sleeping area, fairly sparse. By the amount of fur in the area, you're safe to assume this is where the bugbears were camped out.
Okay. Can I search for anything shiny?
Yes, you can. Investigation? With your 18, it takes a little bit of scouring, but under this bunk in the, actually let me look at it, the top right bunk, tucked in the back corner behind the post was a small coin purse with a bunch of silvers in it. Probably 3 gold worth in silvers, so 30 of them.
Okay. I take the I found this.
Are there any more doors we should check before we barricade ourselves in and rest so we don't die the next time we encounter something?
You haven't checked this one up north,
Yeah,
and then
that's,
there's other
one
stuff.
door.
There was the secret one on the far side of the room that you never really got to go through.
The far side, like over here?
Okay.
Like on the bottom right, yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah, oh, the secret door. Yeah, Tessa will point out. Oh, yes, by the way, I did find a secret door, presumably leading somewhere, but let's look at that after we recover.
Okay,
And we didn't look at this one. Yeah.
So,
Let's go check that.
Alright. Sorry?
Can I open the door?
This door is locked.
Tessa!
Tessa.
Alright.
Tessa?
I'll try first. Einar, if this doesn't work, I don't want to hear a word out of your mouth about it.
No. You did a great job. Keep it up.
Yay,
9.
Um,
I'm trying to do it, but like I'm also holding my wound hand. It's just this awkward fumbling thing.
Yeah, and I are
You're you're fumbling for a while. Might be making progress.
I'm just gonna go watch the goblin. Someone else just kick it.
Okay. Let's do coordinate kick.
together.
Coordinate kick attack. You want me to do it or you want? Just enough.
I don't mind. I can do it.
Okay, do it.
Strength athletics.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, what lock was there is not impeding your progress.
That's
Can't pick a lock?
done.
Kick the door.
I'm
there?
I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. So impressive. La di da di da. But good.
What's in there?
Ooh,
I don't
Sorry,
know.
also following.
a lot of stuff, a lot of pretty.
Tessa will poke her head. At all that excitement, she's gonna poke her head in, just keeping an eye on the goblin.
Alright. So as you enter this room, it appears to be a wizard's workshop. Upon entering, a rat scurries across the floor and takes refuge under a large work table set up with alembics, retorts, distillation coils, and other chemical devices, all of which are stewing and bubbling away. The bookshelves are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tomes. And there is a door, elaborate door, on the right-hand side there.
Can I knock on the door? Mr. Wizard, are you here?
Oh my god, no!
Tessa immediately moves back into the hallway.
Yeah, Mashari will too. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'll go there and be ready to attack everyone that gets through the door. Yeah, I'm ready to mirror this woman.
You will hear, yes, please do come in. Coming from the far side of the door.
Okay, guys, friendly. It said we can come in.
No, don't!
Do you open the door?
No.
I go on the side and open the door.
Alright.
Like behind the wall and just push it open.
Alright, will you peek inside or is the door just open?
Yeah, I peek inside.
Alright. You see
Stupid.
Yeah.
a man sitting at a desk, basically turning towards the door and saying, "My guests, don't be shy. Please come in, have a chat."
The longer you let him talk, the worse things will be for you. Just kill him. You're both good at that.
I'm going in, but still ready with the sword and the shield.
This is gonna go really badly, Tessa.
This is going to go so poorly, which is why I'm going to sit out here in the hall and wait for things to resolve.
Who are you again?
Me? Well,
Yeah.
I'd assume you have known. And he'll stand up and dust off his robes, though there isn't really any dust on it.
Oh, are you the black spider?
The black spider, you flatter me. I am Glassstaff. And, he will clap his hands together, and basically a magician's staff made entirely of glass will appear, and he will grab it out of the air.
That's a great trick.
The longer you let him... Tessa will just say again, the longer you let him talk, the worse this is going to go.
Then if you're glass stuff, what's the black spider? Oh, we know what the black spider is. Okay.
He is not here. I thank you for asking. But please, I see you have let yourself into my base here. Could I offer you a refreshment? And he will turn to where he has a bottle of wine on his desk.
I take it back. The only thing worse than letting him talk would be drinking something he offers you.
Only in the peanut gallery in the hallway.
So you can see that this is like a study slash bed chamber. The walls are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. There's the small writing desk, matching chair. The bed's quite comfortable, and there's a small footlocker at the end of the bed. This man is short, dark-bearded, human male, and he had an elaborate tome that he appeared to have been studying before you went in. His outfit is princely, and he just stares at you with what seems to be mild curiosity.
What's your job out here? What are you hired to do?
Job? Hired? This is my establishment.
Yeah, but I know that Black Spider hired you. So, what's the deal?
The spider, the spider. That's all you want to talk about, it seems. And he will sit back down in the chair.
Kill him.
She has a thing about spiders.
Well, before I get to that, will the rest of your party be joining me?
I don't know.
I
Are you guys coming?
Oh,
I
so
hate
they're
wizards.
not right behind you? And he will flick his hands and the door will close behind you.
Fuck.
Fuck.
What do you two get?
Tessa will just say through the door, "This is why I said the longer you let him talk, the worse it will get."
You should have come in here before shit goes down. Went down.
Just bludgeon him to death before he can open his stupid mouth.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
if that's the way you want it, and I'm going to attack him.
Alright, we can just do fresh rolls for initiative.
Okay.
God.
Yeah, let's do that.
Why didn't we take a short rest? You.
Oh, three.
Because we had to knock on a door.
Motherfucker. 3.
Oh,
Three.
Really?
wonderful initiative, everyone.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. 2.
Well, there we go.
Finally.
Woo! Oh boy,
Well,
this is a good
alright
day.
I don't feel like he's going last, man.
Tessa's the only one who can function right now.
I'm powered entirely by irritation and disdain.
Let's see here. I'm just going
That's
to redo that and then adjust it, so now it's in the order.
A fucking
Oh,
2.
That is glorious! Glorious, I say.
Nat ones all around.
Alright, let's get this pitiful initiative in order. 20! Tessa, I mean. Please, go right ahead.
Tessa's just going to just say, fine. And she's gonna just reach forward, and her hand stops, but then a spectral duplicate of her hand shimmers and then vanishes from sight also, and tries the knob.
It seems to be locked.
It will conjure up my thieves' tools, and I will use my bonus action with Mage Hand to unlock the door, or try to.
Go ahead, Arcane Trickster.
Thieves' tools.
Nice.
19.
Yes.
It
Finally.
unlocks.
Alright, and it will just kindly just, as I say, "Oh, Mr. Wizard!" and it will just pull the door open, and that'll be my turn.
Alright. Isa.
That's rad.
Ranged Ledgerman. I can do all sorts of fun things.
I want to go over here and try to attack him. No, it won't be easy.
Don't shatter the stuff.
I'm not doing it very good.
11.
He will take a small step to the left and dodge your strike.
Okay. And then I use my bonus action and use Rag again to give temporary hit points to 9. Right now.
Wonderful.
So I still have 1 temporary hit point left from
It
before.
negates
Does
it.
so it's 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, temporary hit points don't stack. Whatever one provides more is the one that goes into effect.
Okay. No.
And
That's twice you've given him max temp hit points.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's nice.
That's true love.
Yeah.
And Glassstaff will say, "Come now. I just thought we were friends." And there a glint of hardness kind of comes into his voice. Inar.
Yeah, moving over here, I have a shield in hand, and I'm pulling out my Warhammer. And I'm attacking him.
Alright.
For a crit!
A crit!
Nice.
So this is 19.
19 points of
Bludgeoning,
damage.
Non-lethal, please.
Yes.
Oh,
So your warhammer descends, and it crunches his side as he tries to dodge out of the way, and he'll just go. And that is that. Mashari. Or is there anything else you'd like to do?
Okay.
Quick one. I'm assuming after we finish the first battle with the 4 red brands and the hobgoblins, we did more than 6 seconds.
Yeah, you're not in rage anymore.
I'm not in rage. Okay.
Okay, Mashari?
Alright, Mashari's gonna run here in the doorway. Asa, duck! And she's going to, he's within 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's gonna do her Hexblade's curse.
Ooh.
And so, there's just a bit of darkness that spreads from Deep Delver and kind of swirls around him, and then she will do a Eldritch Blast at him.
Alright. Shoot your blast.
Oh, 12.
That will actually just hit.
Oh, yeah.
Wizards.
11. This is gonna be non-lethal, because she gets the fact that they're. So it's that plus another 2, so it's 13 force damage.
So you hit a. Sorry?
Tay, can you do non-lethal with force damage?
Not with force. It has to be bludgeoning, as far as I know.
I think
Oh, I thought
magic
you could.
cannot be non-lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, sorry.
I will go kill him.
She's trying to hit him in like the legs or the arms, you know, non-lethal areas.
Yeah, but trying to hit versus where you actually hit with Bashari could mean anything.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, it's 13 force damage.
So it hits him and knocks him back, and he just gasps out. It's like, blast you! And it seems negotiations are breaking down. He is not down.
And then Mashari will duck behind this table.
He will, actually, let's see, what can he do with that?
Guiding bolt in your face.
Sorry, one second, just reading up on some things. All right. Yeah, okay. So what he will do is kind of moving his staff to the side and splaying out his cloak. He will speak in Eldritch language and suddenly vanish, teleporting next to Mashari with a misty step as a bonus action. He will then.
Hi.
Hello.
We fucked up.
A little bit.
He cast a spell for the turn, so he can't cast another one. unless
Yep. No, I know. Yeah, he's just going to go spin around and smack you with the glass staff.
Ow!
Don't break the glass staff.
No,
Does a 13 hit?
no. I'm
Didn't
sure
think
it's
so.
easy.
I like how it's a +0 modifier.
Isn't it wonderful? So that is his attack in action. There we go. And it goes back up to the top of the initiative. Tessa.
Alright, Tessa's just gonna look at him and just say, I hate wizards, and shoot him with a hand crossbow.
Alright.
Don't keep him alive! We want to take information, god damn it!
The squishies
9.
don't give a fuck. They will kill him.
That will not hit him.
Alright, just... and she will just close this door.
Hi, Tessa. Ah, Tessa, don't leave me.
That's her turn.
Alright. Asa?
I'm gonna move on his face.
Yep.
Where do you think you're going? Come back here and try to hit him. Come on!
With his staff, he'll actually just deflect your sword out of the way.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, my dear, but that's just not good enough.
Yeah. Okay, if I try to shove him because it's a wall behind him.
You have to shove him.
Prone?
A shove is moving away, so like you wouldn't be able to move him anywhere.
You can knock him prone, I think.
Yeah, I can knock him prone or move myself back.
Prone.
Yeah, sure, let's try that.
Put the shield master on. Oh. I think it says you can knock him prone.
No, it just says.
Oh no, shield visually. Yeah. No.
Yeah, so you would just knock him against the wall if he doesn't succeed on this.
It stays as it is.
Yeah, it stays as it is. Alright, was that your turn?
Yeah.
Anar.
Okay. Jumping on the table.
Yep. You knock over some alchemical materials that have just spray onto the floor.
Oh. It's fine. I think. And I'm attacking him recklessly with my warhammer.
Whoa.
Thank God. Thank God. 17, I think it hits for
He
8.
will tap his staff into the ground, and a magical barrier of energy will appear in front of him, blocking your warhammer.
Was his armor class a 12?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Something like that.
Was
Yeah,
his armor
don't
class a 12?
I thought, let's see, because of the,
Shield
yeah,
increases it by
third
5.
armor. 13, so it would
Yeah,
be
so I
plus
still hit him.
5, that would be 17, right? And what was your roll?
17.
Oh, so that would hit then. You break the magical shield that appears in front of him. It just shatters, and
I know that name so much. That's what happened with the fucking bugbear. I was like, I'm gonna cast shield. Oh wait, that's a 20. That would hit anyway.
and you deal 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Non-lethal, and I'm shouting at everyone to keep him alive.
Why do we need him alive? Wizards are so
For no
dangerous.
reason. He's the leader.
No, Black Spider is the leader.
No, the leader of Red Brands is the wizard. The Black Spider hired the mercenaries.
He collapses under your blow.
Okay, he's unconscious. Okay.
We should
Okay.
still kill him.
Alright, well
Not
you
enough
attempt to
for-
decide how best to interrogate the wizard. I'm just gonna look at his desk and see if he has any information.
I grab his glass stuff away and
Yep.
try to take his book away from him too.
Can I see the glass staff?
That
Before it falls out of her hand.
Yeah, and I give it to Masari.
She's gonna look it over. Very
Alright.
pretty.
And Tessa is just making a beeline for the wizard's desk.
Alright. So let me just scroll down to here real quick.
We should probably gag him so he can't cast any spells.
You should
I want to
probably
gag
cut
him
out
and tie
his...
his hands so he won't be able to cast.
Just cut out his
Okay.
tongue and have him write down any responses he wants to give.
Mashari pulls one of the red brand scarves she has
Tessa.
out of her bag and immediately begins to tie it around Glassstaff's mouth.
Tessa,
I have-
no.
I have never met a wizard that was worth anyone's time. All they do is trick people.
A lot of wizards.
So
Why are we keeping him alive again?
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
Information.
What
Don't,
information?
What information do we
What
need from
information?
him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why did we keep the goblin alive for information?
Well, the goblin to locate the wizard. The goblin we can kill. We found the wizard.
Oh,
Okay.
The wizard. Okay. A hit with a warhammer on his head while he's lying unconscious and splatter this thing on the ground, like everywhere.
So, the staff here is.
So
let's
wait,
see
did
if
you
I can
just
find
coup de
it.
grace glass staff?
Not the glass stuff. The head of the.
Yeah.
The head of the wizard?
Yeah, with my warhammer. And
Bye.
bye.
So wait, did you just say you killed him instead of knocking him out? Yeah, he's dead.
No, I knocked him out before. Now that I'm sure we don't want information. Now he died.
You crush his skull.
I now have
Yeah.
15 hit points.
Um,
I suddenly feel better as he kills the wizard.
Why do you have?
because when it dies, the hex gives her HP.
Yeah.
Oh,
I my level plus my charisma modifier when my hexblade. As you kill the wizard, I get 6 hit points.
So with the head being crushed, you can just see like red orbs of vitality just leeching into Mashari, and she just kind of lights up and just seems all bubbly for a second.
That's much better.
That's intensely unsettling.
Yeah, that's weird. That's
Now I feel better. I can fight better too.
Okay, what do you guys want to find out first? The staff or the treasure?
Tell me what's in the staff. Tell me what's in the staff.
Okay,
the stuff. I wanna know
so
the stuff.
you're looking at this staff. It is slender, hollow, made of glass, yet feels as strong as oak. It weighs 3 pounds. It is a magic item, and you must be attuned to it. To learn more, I think that's an Arcana check, or just spending time. I'm trying to figure out how
I'll
this
try an
works.
Arcana check right now, but if she's too like up and bubbly about the whole fight and everything that happened, she'll check it out later. So, 10.
Yeah, actually, that'll be enough for this one. While wielding the staff, you get a +1 to your armor class.
Oh, nice.
It comes with 10 charges that are. You could replenish 1d6 + 4 at dawn. This is a staff of defense. You can cast either the mage armor spell using 1 charge or shield for 2 charges.
Ooh.
No components are required.
And who is it? Does it have any restrictions on who can attune to it?
I do not believe so.
The target of the spells? Who's the target of the spells?
Yeah, like the mage
Is it the
armor and
wielder
shield is only on the wielder.
Okay.
And then,
Additionally,
and then,
when you expend the staff's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff shatters and is destroyed.
yep. For the shield, is that a reaction?
Shield is a reaction, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
It doesn't have any stipulations. You can just cast these spells as they are without the components.
Oh,
So
fuck yeah.
I'll just paste this into chat and you can grab it from there.
Look, look,
I don't-
Sarah, you've got a new stuff.
Oh, you're giving this to me?
Yeah, can you want it?
Well, it is very nice. It's not nice as Deep Delver, but I can carry it.
I could
It's
also
pretty,
use it,
though.
actually.
Oh,
Deep delve.
We
Or
can
just
trade
like-
off.
Quite possibly. It's not really my style. It's a little bit excessive, so.
I like it.
Well, of
If
course
none
you
of you
would.
want it, I can take it.
No, no. You're already super strong.
Yeah, but shield. Ooh, baby. Yeah, I want a shield.
So, as Tessa is looking around the study, there is a chest, a wooden chest, at the foot of the bed. It is unlocked, and within it is what you'd probably say is the best pickings of the Red Brand's loot over the last couple months.
Of course it's Tessa who looks in there who may just skim off the top.
So within there is 180 silver pieces.
Oh.
130 gold pieces.
Jeez.
130 gold pieces, 180 silver?
Yep. a silk pouch containing 5 carnelians, which are 10 gold pieces each. 2 paradots at 15 gold pieces each.
What was the first one, 5 or 10?
5 for 10 gold each.
Okay.
And a pearl valuing 100 gold pieces. Additionally, there are...
Sorry, I'm writing things down. How much were the paradots worth?
15.
And it's 15.
And the pearl is worth
I
100.
still like
And within the chest is a scroll of Charm Person.
Ooh, goody. Nice.
I
Totally
can
worth
do
it.
that.
If you keep looking
I can use
around
that
the
too.
room, you can see... Let's see here. There is another scroll on his desk, which is a magic item, a scroll fireball.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I can use that too. Actually, I can use all of these scrolls.
Additionally, if you guys are looking over like the desk and the papers and whatnot and everything he has in here,
That's where Tessa was making a beeline for.
yeah. Let's see, can I open this?
Shari's gonna go over and check Glassstaff's pockets.
Okay, let's just see here.
Just rummaging around in his cloak.
Yeah.
And I'm taking his.
There is a letter in his pocket. But other than that, his pockets are bare.
Oh, how boring!
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, boring.
She'll read the letter.
Okay.
Well,
So I just shared that with everyone. I don't know if this works properly.
Oh, it popped up straight
it
from.
works. Yep.
Wonderful. Opening the letter, it reads, Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandelver. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Yarno. Don't disappoint me.
We don't have any dwarven maps.
No, but our good employer did before he was kidnapped.
Yeah, he did.
And
Yeah, we
I-
found a map case.
You
know,
found
the
a
horses.
yeah, you found an empty map case.
Yeah, an
Alright.
empty one.
Now, does anyone else feel a little bit perturbed that this Glassstaff is apparently a Lord Yarno Albrecht? That sounds like a name with more significance to it than a pseudonym would require. What's someone with a name like that doing out here?
There must be something special somewhere.
Somewhat. See, this is why I hate wizards. They don't care who gets caught in the crossfire.
Well, not all wizards.
Not all wizards, indeed.
Hashtag not all wizards.
Hashtag not all wizards. Yeah, spread the news.
Can I look around at the table and here in this room
And I'm still looking around the desk to see if there's anything.
and see if he was in the process of making something, if he had made something, and try to figure out what's going on with the liquid and vials and whatever
Yeah.
bubbling.
You can make a Arcana check on those, or if you have proficiency with either Alchemists or Herbalism kit, you can get advantage.
I have nothing.
If you want me to take a look, I can.
Oh, natural 20!
Or that.
Ah.
Forget that.
It seems like, to your best guess, that this is midway through making magical potions. There are some vials which, here we go. Yeah, he's trying to master the art of brewing potions and concocting alchemical mixtures. You see that he's currently trying to brew potions of invisibility.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
I'm gonna shout for Tessa. Tessa, come over here.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Take a look at this. What does it take to finish this? He's making potions.
Oh my.
Can you finish
The
it?
ones that you broke? You
I don't know. Let me see.
Don't tell me, man. I broke them.
You did jump up on the table.
I jumped up here. I was up here.
So you can make a check for me, Tessa, using your herbalism kit. Yeah.
Sure.
To identify some of the specific items.
Sure. 6.
Ugh.
I think it'll take a while. If we can take a short rest, I can spend a examining. But up front, this is... I dabble in healing potions a little bit. This is beyond me. At the moment.
I mean, if we let the process go, they will make themselves. We can do that and come later and pick them up. That's why I called you.
Yes. Well, I encourage that we take a short rest here and now, and I can spend the remainder of the rest giving a proper examination to this. I'd like to learn how to make this kind of potion on my own.
Oh, please do.
In fact, Mashari, if you can replicate that spell, I may actually be able to make it in conjunction with your efforts.
Oh yeah, I can do that. It'll use my other spell for the day if that's okay.
Oh, well, not immediately. I mean just in the future.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, of course.
Tessa, maybe you want to look at this and I give him his spell book. Maybe there's something in here that will help.
Oh, if Mashari looks around, is there any incense in this workshop?
Incense,
Maybe
not
10
that you
gold
would...
worth? Maybe 10 gold worth?
Of incense?
Yeah.
Not that you see.
Oh, everyone, by the way, I did find quite a bit of treasure in here, and I promise I actually didn't take any of it. I'm still too pissed at the bugbear.
Why?
Oh, so we can split it all up.
On taking on our treasures?
What?
Yeah.
Are we splitting them equal?
Oh, we are splitting them equally.
What do you mean by I didn't
By
take
not
any?
take
I
any.
promise.
Oh, because Aesa earlier was sort of giving eyes about potentially I might have taken something at one point. Regardless, it's all fine. I didn't take anything here.
Here.
What
I
point?
don't,
Oh,
I don't
thanks,
like your wording, Tessa.
thanks, Tessa.
No worries. All's well. Any gold I have is going to be used to make potions to keep all of our sorry asses alive. Which is apparently
Well,
a bigger problem than I thought it was.
Well, if the gold comes back to the party, then it's okay.
Look, I have no interest in personal gain gold right now. What would I do with it in this backwater town?
I want
don't
to
know.
go and slit this guy's throat. Can I?
I mean, if you want total honesty, and Tessa will just hold out a little bag of things just stolen from the mayor's house, this I'm keeping for me. But
That's a lot of silverware.
I know, it's actual silver, too. Can you believe it?
Oh.
Is it actual silver? Can we steal our weapons?
I mean,
Can we?
I don't
I'm
know how to
asking
do it.
Michael. No, I'm asking Michael. If it
It is a
not
source.
weapons,
It is a source of silver. It is not a lot of silver, because they may or may not actually be pure silver, or maybe
oh, yeah.
coated.
It might be like pewter covered in silver. Let's be honest. They gotta keep up appearance.
Additionally, even though it's a lot of stuff, you might be able to, assuming it's all silver, you'd probably be able to silver one weapon with it. Assuming you had a smith that could do that.
And the smith
No.
didn't question why we were handing over like 30 spoons.
Yes. Alright.
Oh, I don't get it.
The spell book contains several spells. Not as many as you might want, but there is Magic Missile, Charm Person, Hold Person, Misty Step.
Nice.
I think this is very valuable to the right person to sell, but regrettably it's not something I can make use of. I know a little bit of magic, but it's all just hand tricks, it's not a spell book. Regrettably, only wizards can learn how to learn new spells from scrolls and spellbooks. Arcane tricksters cannot.
I thought maybe invisibility wasn't there and you could use it to
No,
potions, but...
I can help with that.
Yes.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
in the meantime, shall we take a break? Was there anything further on Glassstaff's desk?
Just a smattering of pens. There is another pile of like ledgers and notes, some of which are tracking basically the movements of the red brands in the local areas.
Are there any notes from the townmaster?
There isn't one from him, but on one of the notes it basically says that they have his approval and they can proceed.
Wonderful. Well, the old codger was kind of boring me anyway.
And let's see. You guys can chill in this corner if you'd like to take a short rest, or what is your plans?
Tessa's
I'm
gonna
going.
just...
We should probably take a short rest.
Yeah, Tessa's
Let's
gonna
go
take a short
to,
rest, and she's just gonna drag the chair from Glassstaff's desk and just plop it down in front of the alchemy tables, and like, spend rest while still just examining further and trying to piece together what this invisibility potion thing is and whether it needs anything more done
I'm
to it.
going for the best.
Oh, does Glassstaff have any charcoal? What about 10 gold worth of charcoal?
Yeah, there's some charcoal just amid the supplies in the alchemy room.
Enough?
Enough.
Yes! She's gonna spend the hour they do a short rest casting Find Familiar.
Whoa!
Oh, nice.
Guess it as a ritual, so it'll be an hour and 10 minutes.
All right.
So she's gonna set all the charcoal out, and she seems really excited, and she's like, Deep Delver told me about this, I think I can finally do it. And she sits down, and she'll start casting Find Familiar.
Can we kill this guy before...
Oh, right!
Okay, do you want me to do it, or do you want to, Masari?
Huh? No, I'm doing this. You guys can go.
Okay.
All right. So whoever is, you're casting a ritual. Whoever's actually resting can get their hit die. And whoever wants to talk to this goblin.
It's useless now. Tessa is resting. She's just gonna loosely take a look through the components as well, but not if it takes.
I'm killing this one, and then I'm resting.
Yeah, I'm resting too.
Hit dice, hit dice.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't get my Hexblade curse back, but oh well.
Four.
I get something far more exciting.
I'm back at full, thank God.
Yeah. I assume the temporary hit points, they don't, right? They go away on a long rest.
I believe that's something I should look up.
Because if it's not worth for me to take a short rest to spend any hit die.
They last until you finish a long rest.
Okay, there you go. Take a short one.
Okay then. I'll take.
Oh, in addition, could Tessa just examining around the alchemy table while not taking any stuff devoted to the potion, would I be able to gather any supplies that could make healing potions in the future?
Yes. So, looking around this table, just as you're resting, let's see if I can actually find this again. So some of these concoctions, have, herbs and whatnot that you're familiar with. But there's three that stand out particularly to you, that are actually fairly rare. There is a vial of mercury. There's one with distilled dragon bile, and on the in the large beaker is powdered nightshade.
Oh wow. Okay, those are all potentially useful later on. Interesting.
You think the nightshade could be useful, but it could also be used for more dangerous things. It is a tricky substance.
Yeah, duly note. She's like, well, potion or poison, either way it can be put to good use.
So, as the find familiar spell comes to a close, just a little, kind of, onyx scaled dragon just kind of pops into existence. It's a tiny little pseudo dragon. And Victoria just looks so proud. Look at her, her name is Peaches, and we'll kind of hold her out to everyone.
Peaches!
Peaches!
Peaches! The dragon! Peaches!
You know, every time I think you couldn't get weirder, you do manage to yourself.
I mean, but she's so cute!
I'm not denying it. Hello, Peaches. You are indeed gorgeous.
And she'll tuck Peaches on her shoulder. She's so excited.
Oh,
Just to let you know, I almost went with one of the other options, which would have been funnier, but not as in character with Deep Delver, and so I couldn't do it. What are they called, Spencer? A quiz?
Quasit.
A quasit. They're like these ugly little sucker mouth things.
They're literal demons. They're literal tiny demons.
Yeah.
I almost did it, but I'm like, Deep Delver wouldn't like it, and so I went with the pseudo dragon.
I love
Yeah,
it.
this is Peaches.
So you call the dragon.
Well, alright then.
You name it Peaches.
It's one of my favorite foods, and she's super cute, so she's gonna be my new favorite.
Can Tessa
Man,
just
this
make
game is
one
so
more,
fucked
like,
up.
herbalism kit check to see if she can figure out if the potions need any immediate attention?
Yeah, you can make a check.
12.
While one of them is boiling over, and you think you might know what a next step might be, you realize that one of the vital beakers had been smashed and is on the floor.
Unsalvageable.
Sorry.
It's fine.
And it seems to be this type of black ichor.
Is there a recipe around?
Among the notes on his desk.
Alright, let's see if I can piece together. We might be able to salvage at least.
And to be honest, it's not an actual recipe, it is his attempts and records of
okay.
them.
Oh, alright. So, I'd need to... Looking at this wizard, it seems to be a perfect case of this idiot thought he was smarter than he actually was, and he probably would have blown himself up if left to continue this work alone. I'm going to need to spend some time trying to not only figure out how to finish the recipe, but to also recover from this bumbling effort he made.
You
Alright.
mentioned something about another...
Another what?
Sorry, you cut out.
Another what?
Another door. You mentioned
Yes.
something about
Before all
another
of this madness went down, I did discover a secret door at the end of a strange dead-end hallway. So if we would like to continue, I can lead us there now.
Before you guys move out, I will say that if you were resting in the Glassstaff's quarters, you come to realize that there is, in fact, a secret door in this room.
Oh, alright.
Ooh! In here?
Yes,
What?
Oh.
Here.
it is in right there.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, open it. Let's open it.
Can we open it?
Yes, you can. Let's see here.
It's just got to be an escape passageway. That tends to be the way wizards work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't try to escape.
Well, that's because he was arrogant, which is also how wizards work.
And he wanted to capture us. Dead or alive.
Yeah, so you can actually just open this. Messing around long enough reveals the latch. And...
Oh, stairs up.
Oh. Just what we
Alright.
wanted.
And another secret doorway here.
Oh,
So,
that's That's impressive.
that is obvious from this side.
So would we like to pursue this secret door, or would we like to pursue the other one elsewhere?
I think that leads
Let's do the
up
other one
manor.
first.
Let's go to the other one. Yeah.
Well, alright.
Lead the way, Tessa.
Sure, follow me. Tessa will just go back to the invisibility potion that is turn down the flames to a low simmer kind of thing, just so it's less unstable.
Are you walking through the room where you fought with the ruffians and bugbears, or are you going right to the chasm? Because that's where you left the goblin.
Or did
they kill them? You executed them?
Goblin.
Okay, you
Yeah,
executed them as well.
Start the sword. Yeah.
Alright, Gobbo's dead. Sorry about that.
Yes, just leading straight there and just like, alright, it's over here. Let's be quiet. There might be more.
Okay, I'll be really quiet. Do you want me to snap Peach's head? I can see through her eyes.
No, actually, I would like you to tell Peaches to be quiet too.
Oh, okay. Shh, Peaches.
Are you going first, Tessa?
Yes, Tessa's gonna stealth and then stick her head through the doorway.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. Yep, okay. So, the door opens slightly, and you see a fairly large room.
Oh.
It seems empty, if you all would like to come in. And there's also a rather charming fountain.
Mm-hmm. So, you can see across the way, there is a 5-foot landing on either side, going up to a raised area 10 feet up. There is the large stone cistern in the western part of the room, and the walls of this area are lined with kegs and barrels. It seems to be a large storage cellar with an official way heading up.
So I see a doorway here. I see a doorway-ish. I see many places we can explore through here. Where do we want to start?
It's this one and this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And come on.
And then
This
that one. And then whatever this is.
Oh, what is this? Huh?
Okay,
first I want to find out what the fountain is used for.
it seems to be a reservoir for storing water.
Ah.
Reservoir. What is a reservoir?
It's
Is it what?
it just
A reservoir. Okay.
it holds clean water for storage.
Yeah, I googled it. Okay.
We use the same exact.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you guys can look around, go places, whatever.
Awesome.
Alright, I'll try this door first.
Alright.
I'll try this door first.
Michelle's gonna scrub blood off her face.
Yeah, Tessa's
Gonna
also
hand
just
the
going
water
to clean
in.
up the wound she got earlier.
Let's split up again and let everyone inside.
If we're splitting up, I'm rolling initiative. You know this, right?
We're not. We're just trying the doors. We're not going through yet.
Yeah. No.
Alright, so the doors are unlocked.
Okay.
Both of
What's
them.
behind door number 1?
Behind door number 1, you can see friends.
Oh fuck! And since I opened it, door number 2.
Yeah, looking beyond there, it's it's underneath the raised platform, and it goes out into what appears to be a large hallway area.
We got company.
Guys, come here. Guys, come here.
Oh, shit.
Alright,
Wait,
let's roll for initiative, everyone, shall we?
We just keep walking into fight after fight after fight.
Magnificent. Ooh, yeah, magnificent rolls. They're coming. Oh.
It's a hideout, guys. What did you expect?
I get a weird number of 1s and 20s this game.
Yeah.
I don't roll anything else. It's weird.
There we go.
Sure enough. Thank you.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Yep, yep. Oops.
Lovely. Asa, would you like to go? So in this room, you can see, if I don't close everything continuously.
Oh, 1 sec. I'm just gonna give kind of a heads up. I have to go, like, not exactly at 4, but pretty soon after. So.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure
time, which is in
it's...
20 minutes.
We'll make sure to wrap it up by then. Thank you.
Let's finish that fight then.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's a storeroom that it's kind of been turned into living quarters. There's double bunks against the wall, and there are 3 bandits resting in the room. 2 of them were sleeping, and 1 was just sitting on a barrel.
We should just tell them we killed Glassstaff. We kind of killed their boss.
Yeah, but then they would be mad.
Do you have that stuff? Come here with that stuff.
Oh, okay. And she'll pull it out. She'll pull it out and she'll come over on her turn. She'll come over on her turn. Tessa's up first.
Yeah, Tessa is up first, sorry.
Okay. Then Tessa?
Do we have a surprise round or anything? Or...
Oh, absolutely.
Alright. So are we fighting them or are we just killing them? They are kind of bad people.
Give it a...
Alright. So is this one awake over here?
Yes. And he startles when
Tessa...
he sees you guys enter.
Tessa will stride in, hands clasped behind her back, and just turn to him and say, "This is just to say, your boss is dead, your friend is dead," as she pulls out her dagger and just draws it across the throat of the sleeping one to her right. And you will be dead soon, and then she will just leave. Bonus action, disengage.
Okay. Did you actually make an attack roll, or did you just threaten?
No, actually go into attack, which I believe is an auto crit against a...
It's an auto crit, yeah.
So would
It'll
you like to roll a sneak attack auto crit?
Please do. Yeah! Just so that I know how to roleplay his death.
That's 22 points of damage.
So a giant red smile goes out across his neck, and he does not move an inch.
So, think it through. Best of luck, and she'll just step back out, bonus action, disengage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he will, collapse to the floor in shock. So, actually, mechanically, he is also prone. So, Einar?
I just realized I cannot kill this one.
Out of range.
Yeah. Yeah, 30 feet. Yeah.
You can just
Okay,
kill the prone one. He's of no use to us, and he has been doing very bad things.
I can only move up here. I cannot move any further.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go in, shield in one hand, warhammer on the other. So you heard my little friend. What it's going to be, and dodge.
All right. He is basically talking to himself, hands on the ground, just staring down. It's like, my God, he's dead. They're just gonna kill us all. What am I even doing here? Oh God, no. There we go.
Hey, you should be more afraid of fear than me.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, size doesn't matter.
Are we just indiscriminately killing people now? Victoria like just walks over and she just holds the back up in the air.
It's your turn. You can do what you want.
He was sleeping.
And before this, he was robbing and beating and, you know, pillaging. So.
And she literally is just holding the glass staff in the air in one hand, her other hand on her hip. She's just looking at Tessa.
Don't argue with me about morals, girl. You don't know what your own.
But anyway, she's showing the glass staff to the guys in the other room. Like, we killed your boss.
So this guy, grits his teeth, draws his sword as he comes to his feet, sees that you're holding the staff, stops, drops the sword, and sits back down, hard.
Case in point.
Honestly,
Smart move.
we should let them live. We take them back up, and they tell the guard that they're leaving.
Alright. We'll try your gamble. We'll see if it works.
They have a deal with the mayor. If they
Or at
leave,
least
they're going to tell the mayor what we did, and the
tacit
guard will
approval.
come after us again.
As also, the mayor is under the impression that I am a gentle, noble-born woman, and if this person goes off telling murder stories, it's going to hold real fast.
Yeah, but the head of the guard is a little racist, so Masari is going to have a rough time with him if he finds out what's going on.
Oh, that's very true. Mashara, you are rather wanted right now.
Well, I might have something to fix that.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Are we out of initiative basically at this point? Or are
We're-
they standing down?
For all intents and purposes, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, well, I can kind of do this. It's just wave a hand in front of her face, and all of a sudden, she's human.
What?
Nice.
I picked up the Eldritch Invocation, Mask of Many Faces. I can cast Disguise Self at will.
So, okay, before we make any hasty decisions here, the only ones that's on the run is me and Asa, right?
Well, you guys aren't even on the run. You guys did get released legally. I just did.
Yeah.
You are wanted under suspicion. Mashara is wanted for arrest. Have a cover story I'd rather lose.
Yeah, but if we let the Red Runs go and talk to the mayor for what we did, they're going to describe our faces, and they're going to come again.
Also,
and then
exactly,
we're going
and
to
even
do
more
that.
so, we already saw from the Glassstaff's letter that this black spider apparently has spies everywhere. We let this fellow escape. Black Spider's going to know who we are and what we look like.
By the way, how is this one reacting to us talking in front of him, rather we kill him or...
He is slumped, and looks defeated.
I feel
Okay.
bad for him.
Then
Yeah,
we should
me
put
too.
him out of his misery. Just kill him. All of the arguments here are going to eventually circle back to it's safer for him to be dead than. So
Yeah,
let's
I
just
will
kill him and be done with it.
For us
He
to be dead.
flinches whenever you say that.
Uh,
Can I go? Can I kill him?
But also,
Please?
Just kill him. If you don't, I can do it. It's safer for everybody.
kind of
Except
walk a
him.
little ways away so she doesn't have to watch, like, essentially an execution.
yeah, I'm executing this one as well. If that's what we're doing.
Wait, no!
So, too late, bro.
Our sincerest apologies, but you're worth more dead than alive.
I'm saying you just kill him.
Alright.
What? It's not even...
19.
Oh, do you need
The
to go
sleeping guy.
outside? Oh dear, oh dear.
The
Okay,
sleep-
I get it. Sorry, my dog is, like, about to attack me because he really has to go. Let's go.
I'm just gonna pretend this is actually all happening in game and you're.
I'm getting Peaches outside.
It's just the Peaches is trying to, yeah.
Peaches needs to go potty.
Peaches has existed on this material
Keep it away
for
from the
20 minutes and already really needs to pee.
I know, Clyde. I know.
It hasn't actually drank anything yet, so really it's like peeing out the remnants of imagination that made it in the first place.
There we go.
Sorry, Tessa, you said you were killing the last one?
Yeah. Or I'll just-
His helpless cries ring out as you kill him. He doesn't defend.
Good night. I'm sorry for what it's worth.
and he slumps to the ground.
We're so bad people. So easy.
I made my peace with that years ago.
Yeah, and back at home we used to do this all the time, just for living.
Yeah. Everybody has to make their coin somehow.
It wasn't about coin, it was more about pillaging.
Oh, well in that case everybody has to make their pillaging somehow. In my case it was
Yeah.
entirely about coin.
Pillage, burn, rape. Not exactly in that order.
Or D, all of the above.
Yeah.
Back in Neverwinter, it was a little less that and a little bit more, well, either this person can die, or I can die, or this person can have them, or I can have them. And at the end of the day, I learned it was always safer to just choose me.
Okay, so are we stopping here? Are we taking the other doors?
Yep,
Should we check the room and then stop the game?
Yeah, let's try and clear this door and see how much more we can clear. But if it's, I mean, Michael, if that's not a good ending point, or if we're gonna get entangled in more, maybe we can stop here.
No, I actually prefer if you do go.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Nothing. Let's go keep.
Oh, sorry. Are you going north or to the east? East.
We're just checking this super fast, yeah.
All right. Checking to the east. It is opening the door. You can see a wooden staircase going up, and you can actually see natural light shining down.
Alright, we found an exit route, so let's check the remnants down here first, then.
Okay. Let's go there.
All right. Looking into this room, it is a hallway with a really cool description that I'm gonna pull up real quick. So thick dust covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet, and the double doors at the west end of the hall are sheathed in copper plate, now green with algae. A relief carving of a mournful angel graces the door. And from the far side, echoing slightly, you can hear what sounds like weeping.
Is someone hurt in there?
Man or a woman?
The range makes you suggest it's either a woman or someone young.
This doesn't sit right with me, but...
Remember they have the son of the major.
They did they say that someone was kidnapped?
Who?
Didn't they say someone had gone missing, or am I misremembering?
So,
I don't remember that.
as you guys are starting to walk down this hallway, the timbers of the floor collapse.
Oh.
There is a trap in... Let's see how I can show this.
Tessa said this doesn't sit right. She was going in the back for whatever it's worth.
Yeah. This square. So whoever ran across first, which I think is A&R.
Yeah.
I think that would be me. Oh.
Einar and Asa.
I was the one going for the door, and I wanted to open it and see if someone was inside and wanted help.
I heard you crying, I ran.
Alright. So, Stride...
Tessa stopped at the base of the pit and she's like, oh, I saw that one coming.
Yeah. In Stride, hearing the call, Asa and Einar run down this hallway, and the floor beneath them crumbles, revealing darkness and spikes below.
Oh, jeez.
And that's where I'm gonna leave it.